Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. It is your email concierge straight to my inbox for your questions about this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Reach out to me for pricing, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. In 2019, FP Journe opened his first Dubai boutique, and in 2020, he celebrated it with this. The FP Journe Chronometre Souverain Dubai Limited Edition, 40mm in platinum with green lacquered dial and applique white gold numerals, white gold hands, media blasted, a 99-piece limited series that combines the simplified dial of the Chronometre Bleu with a peerless color combination and the 40mm case size of the standard Chronometre Souverain. So this limited edition is a difficult watch to find. I've only seen two in my time. The watch is easy to wear, however. It is a friendly 40mm in diameter by 8.3mm thick by 48mm lug-to-lug with a 20mm spacing between the lugs. We throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and it wears nicely. Comfortable, flat, flush. This is old school FP Journe watchmaking. He used to prize simplicity and thin watches. He's moved away from that a little bit as of late, but this timepiece is emblematic of his original philosophy of watchmaking, graceful and universally wearable. This is a watch that can be worn by him or her. It is a fairly in-between size, neither very large nor very small, wearable on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference and easily fitting underneath any kind of a dress cuff. Now, taking a look at the strap, it is a very unconventional strap, as it has a rare metallic tinged leather. It's green, poreless, has a little bit of a rubbery feel, a contrasting stitch and binding. It's bolstered a bit to give it volume with a folded edge, and then you can see a darker green conventional calfskin on the bottom. This strap is unique to the model. The buckle, however, is a standard platinum, FP Journe platinum pin buckle for quick adjustments on the fly. The case likewise is standard FP Journe. We have a little bit of an overlapping lip to the bezel and the case band that defines the mid case. Everything's in high polish. The lugs are relatively sharply downturned, almost 90 degrees from the horizontal sweep of the case band, and you can see that the watch features a little bit of a domed bezel and caseback profile, so it actually sits lower than its 8.3mm when it's on the wrist. We have the double dimpled and knurled FP Journe crown, and then a dial unlike any other. Like the Chronometre Bleu and the Chronometre Holland and Holland, we dispense with the Chronometre Souverain's power reserve indicator. All of this is a green lacquer, which means it's lustrous, luminous, bottomless, and a bit like enamel. We have a railroad track outboard in white for reading your minutes, and then you can see, instead of the printed features of the Holland and Holland and the Chronometre Bleu, here we have applique Journe font numerals, radially rayed in white gold. The hands as well as the numerals media blasted for a cool, warm sheen. How can it be cool and warm at the same time? That is the alchemy of FP Journe. You can also see there is a sunken sub-register with a railroad track for the sub-seconds and a loop-style counterweight to the hand. Flip it all over, it's a standard caliber 1304, so you know it from the Bleu and the Chronometre Souverain. Technically, it is identical here. You can see 18-karat rose gold bridges and plates, so platinum with a rose gold movement. It's a hefty watch for its size. 2 barrels, 6-position adjustment, free sprung balance. These features helping to give you a very even torque release, so you don't see a huge drop-off in balance amplitude the way you would after 24 hours in a single mainspring watch. So we've got the 2 barrels, 56-hour manual 1 power reserve, pivoting on 22 joules. It is 6-position adjustment, one more than a standard chronometer. It beats away at 21,600 vibrations per hour, and to hold that regulation, it is a free sprung balance architecture, which makes it a little bit more shock tolerant and easier to adjust precisely. Now you can see we have the barrels as well as the escapement, but the train between them, it's not actually obvious how the power gets to the escapement, as the drivetrain runs underneath the dial. So you have this wonderful open gulf or canyon between the barrels and the balance assembly. You can see that there is a lovely sort of rayon pattern on the plate underneath the barrels. We have Côte de Genève atop the bridges, mirrored anglage, and it's getting better and better on Journe watches over the years, on the edge of all the bridges as well as in the jewel and screw sinks. We have 2 sizes of engine-turned perlage, one on the bridge for the anchor and then on the base plate itself in a smaller engine turning. And of course, all screw heads are black polished with wheels, including the barrels, handsomely satinated. We have a pocket watch inspired swan's neck style click spring, and as you can see, the spring has been entirely black polished. All of this 30 meters water resistant, but it is the dial that draws us to this model, an unforgettable limited edition and one of Journe's best watches ever. In my humble opinion, this is Olympus. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.